Hello, my name is Micaiah, and welcome back to Dragpn. We're on day 2613 of level 17 of the Hesitant Heart. We're in difficult. I just don't want to leave this level because it's so awesome. I think we actually hit level 18, I want to say. Formless Hope last time. But never got farther than that. And I think part of that is due to the quest here. Maybe we should try thugs. Anyways, one of the things I noticed in the last part thing too is picking up another practice points and getting Giota to 80 is actually pretty significant for her. Yeah. Oh, and this is our final point to spend. Anyways, we'll just reduce her. The thinking there is just like the rest reduction. Anyway, so this is the quest to do is the thugs. We have been wiped out a few times on this. But, now that Talinator has 499, what just happened there? Must have got a small buff. Anyway, so if you missed it at the end of the last episode, we equipped Talinator with his new armor, and then we did one more dungeon, one more mystic dungeon, and we went from 120 to 40 million to 270 million, which is because of that massive armor that we we spent most of all our resources on getting. But anyway, so if we can get through this quest, it's sort of it's pretty long. Well, it looks kind of short. Is this the did I let's see, did we do something wrong here? It's the thugs is the level 10. Yeah, so it's just anyway, so rebels, yeah, have gathered in the Northern Territory. I thought these were invaders from the Northern Territory, which is also probably, I think, happening as well, but these seem to be the criminal organization, which maybe we'll skip the storyline and try to read the secondary fourth statement from us is like blah 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 blah, and then it's like but and you don't get a chance to read it. But anyways, we are actually getting. Oh yeah, okay. I'm like, yeah, we're doing great. Wait a second. Yes, this is kind of the 3/4 of the way. This is what I was talking about a couple of episodes ago. 3/4 of the way, we do fine. All of a sudden, bam, we die, and then at the end, bosses. I think that's just it. Now that we have a character down, Zentro is 2 million damage. We're losing that, so that's pretty significant. But I think part of that problem is Zentro, Glass Mask, and Tom R have about a third or over half compared to. Yes, yes, yes. We're the heroes. No, why don't you help people like me? Yes. What if demons? Blah blah blah. I can't handle you. So destroying orders always allows greedy commanders to be more reckless and cruel, and people's lives can be sacrificed like nonsense. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyways, now Jade is just hey, happy. Wow, are we just like burning through these guys now? Okay, well the boss is probably significant. He's usually wipes out everybody, but now we took out his allies. That's a good start. We can sort of, I think that was sort of the thing when you sort of have he comes out with these huge hits, and then his allies help out, and now it's just huge hits can be healed. Hopefully by the time he gets back. This is the mafia boss, Don Northern Territory. I don't know. Anyways. I'm not sure. So we talked about this several times in the past about the fact that criminals are just often portrayed as uncaring of what's going on, or some are like. I think the criminals, in my mind, the most realistic ones are the ones that do want to actually generally they do care about their family. They're doing criminal acts to support or to get a better life for themselves, and or it's just the only life they've known, and it's like they're not evil intrinsically, and so they're like are apathetic to what's happening. It's like I think they're apathetic when it doesn't. Everybody's apathetic when it doesn't, when things around them don't affect them, but then when criminals in my mind that sort of see the danger, you sort of they group up with the heroes, or the good, the heroes are the good guys, or the law-abiding citizens to, you know, and but yeah. and maybe some a criminal. You know, maybe I don't know. It seems like everybody, if they can see someone in danger, they would probably stick their neck out for them and help them. Maybe not all the time, but you know, it's like a lot of people are even. You know. Um, Anyways, now that we took it as minions, he seems to be just going. You know, we could use that extra. You know, Jota having 8.7 million is helping pretty significant. Then Tom's like, yeah, I got this. You guys hold back. Anyway, so yeah, this is really nice. It doesn't. It sort of progresses the storyline, and maybe we can unlock more stuff. There we go. Bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, we don't get anything amazing, but that is a quest. Yeah. So anyway, so many rebels have gathered around at the Northern Territory and even invaded the state office. It is only a matter of time for them to eventually spread into nearby states, since they specifically targeted us. They didn't target us, they targeted the state. Anyways, let us send our adventurers over to show our strengths. This will return a good favor for the Dragon Court. Yeah, we get 150,000 practice points. It's like, that's pretty horrible. Oh, and then we got a new quest for remnants, do the Northern Palace. So maybe we'll sneak in there because we get pretty significant rewards for doing that. Oh, and then is there a new one? Oh yeah, and then we got the Nameless Rebels, Explorer level 20. Yeah, so we haven't seen a remnants in forever, so that's pretty significant. These are fortunately take quite a bit longer to complete, but we'll have to see how we do. I think we might be okay on them. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait for some significant people to come. That's unfortunate. There isn't really anything to do in town anymore. We have 74 drive, so we could maybe make some gear, but I kind of think I should save up to 74 or level 12 gear, because it would be maybe a significant increase, but yeah. And then we do. Oh yeah, so we're missing. Yeah, and then we could do some of these more. Let's see. Well, I guess a better explanation is here. We're good, like on most of these. So we need the Imperial Mausoleum. I think there's 4. No, the Imperial Mausoleum is 100% crit reduction. That makes it difficult. The Hellish Path is difficult, and the Wooden Forest is difficult. That's why we are not. But maybe we're talking about maybe we should do some of these less. We should try at least throughout the year try to do these maybe one a day or something. Just work our way down the quest line each day, because that would maybe give us a chance to not get practice points, but build up a demon fragments, and then we could maybe like we did, spend 10 episodes farming demon fragments to finally build one piece of item. It's significant, but it's just not. Like that's how many episodes and time and wasted we get for nothing versus just going through getting tons of practice points. And I think at that point too, when we get to those 85 characters, then the practice points will be less useful, and then we can maybe focus on more building up characters. But then we just would want to get through. Well, and at that point, I'm not sure. We would just want to get through more of the Mystic Dungeon to get higher tier, to get higher, and then maybe we could just start buying gems, or I don't know what we could do to increase our, we could buy demon fragments as well, but those are quite significant. But maybe once we have unlimited practice points, we could just maybe focus on demon fragments. Anyway, so we're getting through this Remnants quest pretty good. This is pretty awesome. It'll give us a ton of, just a ton of stuff. Like infused pages, I think maybe come out of here as well, and demon fragments, and it just, these are just the most significant quest I can see in terms of output of what you can get, and then including high level gear too. So, and here we are. We got all the characters, so I think we'll just go blaze right through. Yeah, and there's all his minions down, and he's stunned or something. Anyways, I think Jared is adding. We always talked about that. We got our healer doing some damage. Now our healer is like blowing away our tank even, which is, I mean, it's understandable because we have like his output is, look at that, 42k output, 100k output. That, yeah, that's. Anyways, there we go. So that is awesome. We didn't get a good reward. So, oh yeah, so we even got this star ring. Wow, 22% is pretty amazing, but we're not quite there yet. But wow, whenever direct damage kills an enemy, like Tom getting that. Yeah, look at that, 120 fragments. Not so significant there, but like getting Tom this and then maybe dropping some. I don't know. It is sort of a somewhat of a challenge, and then we don't get a, well, we get some most significant practice points in the quest, I would say, but yeah. And then we need to go to level 20 of the Northern Territory. Anyways, let me sneak a quick peek at what we could do with Tom. This ring would be pretty significant for him. I like to lock these rings just in case I happen to accidentally sell them. So yeah, getting 22% more crit. And then, yeah, getting another 80% here is insane. And what is his old ring? Yeah, his old ring is just vitality. He's just, keeping him alive. But, and then when targeting warriors' skills. Oh, that's actually unfortunate. Oh, wearers. Okay, I thought that said warriors. My bad. Sorry. Wow, that is. Oh yeah, so we could have his 1,000 knives, or I'm not sure if that's what this actually it does. So it's like, let's see. So like one, like what's a skill for one, and then does that mean his deadly blade hits multiple people? Does his 1,000 knives hit multiple people? Yeah, and then this is kind of confusing too. About I think 1,000 knives does hit everybody, so it dispels one positive and hits everybody. It should say should hits everybody. Should say hit affects all enemies, dispels one positive, and then deals. That's what it should read as. Affect all enemies, and then list out what the effects are. Instead of this reads to me like dispels one positive for all enemies, and then deals a percent damage to the target. But anyway, so that's hopefully pretty awesome. The thing too we have, I'm not sure if there's a way to drop crit in a specific amount. Like, I could drop a 13%, but let's see, what is, that's a little red. Yeah, here's another, that seems pretty good, but, oh, this is the device we have, and we could switch out. This is 33%, and then this is 39%. Wow. Oh, but this actually has a crit damage. Come on, 6% for crit damage. Oops. Did I do that? Yes, that'd be a 6%. Is that 30 ghost points? Oh, it's 2 more ghost points. Anyways, it might not be worth it. Oh, we're looking at gems. So we want to sort by type, and I think there's a gem I'm looking for that these guys? It's hard to read these gems. Yeah, I think it's these gems, so I could actually maybe do 20% physical damage. Oh yeah, it doesn't tell me the strength. Oh yeah, so these are definitely the strength gems. Well, yeah, so, we could also, yeah, I don't know if it would, I don't think it's going to be super worth it, but we could drop out his, agility crit, 11% crit for something, is what I'm looking at. What's your physical damage enhancement? Oh, you're more of a poison damage. But you're 60%. I don't see another crit damage. I would like to crit hit for crit damage. Oh, here we go. Never mind. I'll take this one. Yeah, there we go. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go to the Northern Territory and check out this new little toy. Oh, sorry. Oh, and yeah, if you hit escape, it sort of kicks off the. Anyway, so that's hopefully make Tom. It's less damage, but it will make him more insane. I'm hoping, which we hopefully will need in the Northern Territory, right? No, Northern Territory. Yeah. Maybe we should try the. Did we do the Nether path, or did we? Have to look at that. This is not the Northern Territory we needed, but this is a different one, so we thought we would try it out real quick. Look how much Tom's just 4 million. That's like more significant than his 3 million he was just doing. But this is could be you know, could be not. He could be, because he's down. He has done up to 30 million before, and I think it's just based on how much resistances and resilience they have. And yeah, so you can see that we have dropped him almost 10 million in toughness, which is pretty significant. But yeah, I don't know how he gets his output. Oh, I think it's because of right here, increases all. No. Okay, I have no idea. How are you doing that, dude? Mister. Okay, so he could increase the, no. I thought there was a, something, 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 something. Oh, whoa, that's a problem. I didn't realize that was a one ghost point. We have a two ghost point right here. Yeah, so switching that out would be, okay, that'd be pretty significant. Oh, are we, no, we're just, need 3.4 million. Yeah, so that's I didn't realize there were different ghost spenders. Oh boy, are we getting slaughtered? Yeah, we are getting slaughtered. This is I believe the issue here is that we're doing the Northern Territory at level 13, and it's 40-70% of the final damage and stuff like that. And yeah, we just got wiped out. Okay, well, so that's but yeah, so we can actually give him a pretty significant boost here. And that will get me one more ghost point a second, one more ghost point a tick or whatever it is. Okay. Well, obviously, if we can't do level 13 of the Northern Territory, we should try level 20 of the Northern Territory. And how does that make any sense? I have no idea. Wait, oh, I haven't. Oh, I need to. Oh, wait, what? Okay, what's happening? Okay, so we go here. We come here. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want. So obviously we have to get. Oh, come on, you punk. Yes, confirm. Flee! Flee! Sorry, seems to be lagging out. Okay, so what we want to do is turn on an auto advance. So I didn't realize we needed to. Yeah, so we can't do 13. Let's go to 14. So this would be significant easier. Well, hopefully we'll have to see how it goes. But we obviously we could. We're not getting as much, but we do. We probably should auto advance some of the. And since it's it's a joke about the fact that the level 13 of the Northern Territory is part of a part of a heresy quest, and then it just makes it it just uses the heresy quest to make these guys the hardest people we face right now, and the more the more normal Northern Territory is just sort of the standard and it's less gems even too. I've noticed as well. So it's like the level 14 is sort of similar to the 140, 150 of the Wooden Forest. No, and we already lost someone. Wow, yeah. So I don't think we're going to be able to do this because it is sort of somewhat harder. But to me, it's like, yeah, if we lose someone, it's not a big deal on these because we are sort of advancing. If we can beat this guy, then these group should seem okay here. Like Talynators just now, he's just like resist, 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 resist. I mean, I've jacked his resistance to insane levels. He's almost at 100% resistance. I say almost, but that's insane to sort of it's significant. He's probably going to need an insane amount of toughness to level 2. Yeah, so now Glass Mask is back. We're just going through level 15, and we need to go all the way up to 20 to get the quest for the main quest line, I should say, is through this one. So we're trying to approach the Northern Territories right here, Northern Rebels, and then we just got to beat the 1 to 20 of the boss, and then we're slowly driving towards beating the game again, but it's not anything significant or any changes. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do. We kind of want to get through. Let me buy this ring. See, like, I don't want to buy this ring because it's like kind of pointless. It's like agility. I mean, this kind of which highly suggests an agility class out there, but it's not. So, and then we have a 22% crit ring, but anyways, let me sort by strength. I wish there was a way to like view separate years in terms of, wow, that's 2447. 2447 with a 1195. I think we're more significant. Yeah, we're good, better here, and you have this crazy star robe. So we can craft with the combines, can combine into stars, but yeah. Oh boy, now we're dying. Okay, let me turn off auto adventure. Well, yeah, I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we're toast. Darn. So yeah, we're just getting pushed back there. Okay, well that's not a big deal because we are capable of doing level 18 of the. Let's go to 20. See how we do, because we have 2 significant changes. Almost 3 significant changes. Although I think we had the Star Hero before, Star Adventure. Oh yeah, look at that, just pshoo! Although now they get to attack, and anyway, so I know we can get through 18. I should have looked at the numbers, but if we can farm this, we might be able to get one more Ash of Hope out of this. Versus 8 versus 9, or 9 versus 8. So we'll get one more, and then if we can get through this without anybody dying, and that's just sort of it. You don't want anybody to die on these farm missions, and you want to have everybody just breeze right through it. Because if it takes you like 3 to 5 extra minutes per mission, and it's like you're significantly slowing down your farming progress. And there's no real difference. Maybe one extra Ash of Hope and maybe 10,000 practice points, but to slow down that significantly is like you could almost calculate your time per adventure to finish that. So, speaking of time, where are we at? We kind of had to. I think we made some pretty significant. Well, we got some quest progress and sort of looked at where we're at. Yeah, so I think the next few episodes should be about getting to 85 to Jayota, and then hopefully there won't be any more Star Adventure missionaries that are going to be better. Yeah, so this is probably the significant challenge, but we have wiped through his minions. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. That's sort of it too. It's like because we're sort of doing the content that we're not struggling through the content, we can actually afford. Yeah, and we get 10 or 11. I couldn't see that quite clearly, but you probably saw it better than me. But yeah, so that's pretty significant. I think it was 10. I want to say, but in terms of what we should be doing. But yeah, every 2.5 of these, we can get another million. So that's going to be huge. And then we do we do 15 of those, and we got a level. So we do 45 of those, a JO to 45 or 50 or 60. Whew. which we could get through about 10 of these episodes. So, 5 episodes we could have. What is that? Something just happened? I just saw a legendary person sort of pop up, and these are pretty significant, but it's about 10 or 20% lower. We could actually get 30% more production. This would actually be a pretty decent die. Like drop one of these and then get 30% more and be at 2000. I'm not sure if that's actually worth it. No, we didn't hire anybody. It must have been a scholar. A resident gave us a buff. Just continue. I think we're picking up random pieces of gear in the boats, which are look at that. We just gained 1,000. Gained 1,000 pages in the last little bit. Remember we started season 2? Yeah, the start of season 2 was the goal of season 2 was to get book pages. And part of that, well, I don't think we should have. I think we should have realized quickly that we didn't actually need any book pages, because we had already we got enough farming what we had to do the. Oh yeah, it definitely is 10. Sorry, I could barely even see that. I'm definitely blind. It's definitely the most challenging thing of That's why these games are a little bit funner with the UIs. It's a lot of the UI is hard to see, but it's still quite big enough to see quite a bit. And that's some of the changes. Now the health is kind of have to squint at the health now, but hopefully Tom R. I know Tom R. The actual Tom R. picked up the game, and hopefully he likes the change. As I often find that people have good vision do like seeing more of the battle, because they don't the text, the font text is quite and then they can actually see the white on green. That's another sort of I find that the coloring is just not. So it's just not. I think artists in general realize that those are not good colors, for what. But I think it's just sort of a holdover from the old days of green is health and red is damage, and blue is mana and all this stuff. But yeah, we're just cruising now. What are we doing on? I think we're. Unfortunately, we're not cruising enough. It was like, are we good? Nope, we need a little bit more. Yeah, I could. Oh no, I lost out on that chance to buy that one. It could have gave me 30% more. I mean, that's sort of it, though. It makes no significant difference to the the overall, because we're not doing any production. We really want the rarity, but I guess I could drop production for rarity or something, but it's just having that, was it 2,000? No, it's 3,000. Having this capped to 3,000 could actually give us significant, because that's equals drop rate. So, this is the rarity of the chest. But this would be like, we are getting, we could get more star gear basically. These town effects are kind of like, I get it, really, honest. Sort of the buffs over here that we're getting. We are getting, pretty significant buffs, but I think it's overall is like, do I want all resistances or resilience? And partly now I'm sort of going the all resilience, because I'm using the tank support person, but I mean, partly, it's not. It's sort of I should unlock the warrior and then sort of focus on that as well. But it's kind of wanting to get an ancient tank. Is sort of primarily the goal. All the classes I would like to get next. Not another ancient Star Adventure missionary, but a Star Adventure tank. Although I wouldn't be sad if I got other classes. Anyway, so we're just cruising right through this. This is awesome. We're on level 20 quite easily. 20 of 1,000, I should say. We, season 100 will be, we'll get to the 1000th dungeon level, which is the max. So. What is that? Looked kind of weird. What was that? It kind of maybe was a. I'm not sure what that was. Huh. Could have been a ring. No, some kind of looked like some kind of funky item. Could have been one of these. Maybe a mirror or one of these. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Sort by time. Could have been. I think we had this a long time ago. Honestly, don't know. Should have paused it. I wish there was some kind of way to see, like there is a thing over here we don't look at very often, but yeah, I wish there was a way to sort of see what we get in terms of gear. More charts like that. Anyways, I think yeah, unfortunately this is probably going to be the last dungeon for today, because we're at 30 minutes. Seems pretty good. It's kind of a cross between. Mostly, it's just kind of a cross between upload times and you know, time I'm willing to sit in front of the forced to, I don't know what the word is. Forced, sort of tied to the chair for an hour, half an hour, so I can stop. And I usually just record 5 or 6 episodes in a row, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good content. But hey, I also wanted to do an hour episode if I want to do some gear changes. Well, our tank changes, I think we worked on the tank change quite a bit. Another ancient device. Yeah, maybe I should be reading some of those bonuses and see what we get. So yeah. Anyway, so I think we have enough to buy one more pack, so we probably should. Oh, we actually can buy 2. Look at that. Did I buy the right ones? Oh, 4 million. I think we're there. 81. This is our highest character. Yeah. Okay, so it's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Could be pretty significant. Anyway, so it's probably a good place to put a cut in here. Thanks very much. I think I'm going to go get something to drink or something other. Thanks for checking out Dragpn. We are making some progress. It's not crazy, but maybe we should do another. I think I like that idea of just doing like one of these a day. And then and then try to. I don't know how I'm going to keep track of that, but that's kind of the big problem. But try to do at least one of these throughout the year. Like one of these a day. Do try to get attempt one of these a year, just to wipe them out, like once once an episode. We could maybe do a couple 3, because we could, even though we'll build up a ton of, we got 50,000 Northern Territory or something. I'm looking at 19 right now, but we actually, we have enough infusion power. Yeah, we could actually create 2 scrolls. I will save that for next episode. Thanks for checking out Dragpn. We'll see you next time. Thank you.